couple of years ago, Bandai Namco, known for their anime game licenses like Dragon Ball, Gundam, and every other major anime that came out, announced a new MMORPG with an original story and an anime-like style. That game is Blue Protocol. With the recent wave of stylized anime gacha games, this one breaks away from that format as it is neither a gacha nor will it have a mobile version. The combat is going to be more of an action-style combat similar to Guild Wars 2 or Terra, with cool flashy attacks and combos. The zones are large enough for mounts, but not seamless, so in that sense it's similar to Final Fantasy XIV. Another similarity to Final Fantasy is that one character can be all the classes. Currently we know of 5 classes that will be in the game: the Sword and Shield Aegis Fighter, the Dual Axe Wielding Twin Striker, a Bow Wielding and Healing Blast Archer. There's also a mage type class called a Spellcaster, which I know is super original, and a non-traditional tank-like class called the Heavy Smasher. We'll be able to switch between weapons through an NPC, and that will determine what class you are playing as. Being built as an MMO, there is an emphasis on social interaction with emotes, guilds, and group missions that work like dungeons. There are also 40-player raid bosses as well as arenas that are spawn wave battles for high scores and rewards. There isn't any plan for player versus player in the game right now, but with it being a new release, it is still possible that something could pop up later down the line. Something that really stood out to me is the style of the character creator. I know to some people it's kind of small, but looking at just how the hairstyle is selected with the 3 different facial expressions, it really looks like you're bringing an anime character to life that you drew, and I think it adds a little special touch to the game. The theme song of Blue Protocol is done by Larkin Seal, and if you're unfamiliar with them, you may have heard some of their songs from a few of Full Metal Alchemist opening themes. Also, the main composer is Hiroyuki Sawano, who has a huge history of work, but more recently recognizable, at least in the US, would be Attack on Titan, 7 Deadly Sins, and Kill la Kill. The game may have seemed to just pop up on everyone's radar, but it was easily one of the most anticipated MMO releases before the pandemic and was thought to have been cancelled when they went dark, but they were just hard at work. As far as we know now, the game will be free to play with a battle pass that just focuses on cosmetic. An MMO that recently did this pretty well was Swords of Legend Online, even though that MMO didn't really retain players like that, but anything that could help the player was in the free track, while the paid track stuck with like cosmetics and mounts. They are having a network test come up soon that is focused in Japan, and if you aren't in Japan and want to know how you can get into that, check out the Blue Protocol database. I'll have a link to that in the description, where they will have some guides for various types of VPNs and walk you through signing up. What do you think about Blue Protocol? I think it's exciting to know we have a bunch of MMOs coming out in the next couple of years, and I can't wait to check out most of them. Subscribe for more MMO content, and I'll see you guys in the next video.